And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Heroes of the Storm. I'm the FourCourtJester. With me here is gonna be Squishei. We did a pretty good episode last round. This time it's all on me, so you can feel free to blame or, you know, give credit over here. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm really excited to see another match of the new Dragon Shire. It's pretty exciting, and we see lots of action from the last match.
I'm actually really happy that Blizzard was able to give us not one, but two Dragon Shire casts. One there with Kevin Naki and Dustin Browder. If you guys haven't go see that, head on over to the official Blizz Heroes YouTube. You can find it there. But we're getting into this one. On our left-hand side, Zeratul, Raynor, Vala, Tyrael, and Mecha Tassadar. Pretty hot skin.
See lots of good skins, yeah. And on the right, we have another Tassadar, just a normal skin. Abathur, Falstad, ETC, and Stitches.
Cook Stitches. There is a few different sound issues here, ladies and gentlemen, with the VOD itself. Nothing we can do about it, so if you hear them utter a little bit, it is all good. Nothing is going wrong. On this map, you do got two shrines up in the top, up in the bottom, and there's the dragon statue itself. You get a hero there after controlling both the moon and the sun, and all of a sudden, that guy is going to burst forth and rend your opponents.
Looks like the battle's begun as all the teams head into the lanes. Let's see what kind of split they do. Since red team has an Abathur, there'll be one man down in the lane, but obviously Abathur can queue in to help out, as we see here.
Yeah, with Zach. So yeah, if you don't know anything about Abathur, he stays a little far back, spawns a locust every X amount of seconds, but he can shield, infest, and stab enemies using other host bodies. So we'll have to see if that comes into play here, because in the mid, we do got a little bit of brawl. Zeratul Tassadar up against the Rockstar, Elite Torn Chieftain and Tassadar, and Zeratul not really looking that hot right now. We do got some shielding there on the ETC. There's the Abathur as well, a little late to the party, but they are going to be gaining position there in the mid.
Yeah, and it looks like the 30-second countdown for the shrines has begun, and we'll see how the teams position as they prepare to capture these shrines.
I'm a little curious that they would put Stitches by himself. Usually in some of these other MOBAs, you usually see him in combos. So, but he has to deal with that 2v1 up top as Paul goes in here on top of the Rock God. And he has to just blink out of that situation because that's not so good. Time warp down there from Matt, but it's going to be Paul getting on the left-hand side. And there's that Stitches again. It's kind of like 1.5, I suppose, with that Abathur buff.
Yeah, normally I think you would want to put the ranged character alone, as you said, but red team has a distinct lack of it as Vala gets caught by the Stitches.
Get caught by the Stitches and took like 3 tower shots on top of things. I mean, she is a squishy assassin, damage dealer. You don't put her in front like that. Jim Raynor's about to find all those toxic nests, has to try to go toe-to-toe here with Zach, but Zach was able to pick up that shrine. Looks like actually red has both of them, and Abathur is going to try to become the Dragon Knight.
He's really squishy. As you can see, he took 3 hits from a support, and Tassadar is just trying to stop this capture. He's definitely going to go down. Can he delay it long enough? He cannot.
In fact, he gets rewarded by fresh blood on the axe there of the Dragon Knight. The music pitches, and now it's going to be a 3v0 here in the mid because Abathur is being that Dragon Knight. We just killed out the Tassadar. Zeratul had to run on home, wasn't having a good time, and look at the damage that this Dragon Knight is just raking on this base. Punt! And the football kick. Goodbye, Raynor. That's one of the abilities there of the Dragon Knight, and he, again, is just a massive boost to this team fight.
Definitely. There goes another punt. Tassadar just flying away in his mecha suit as they try to hold this fort from the Dragon Knight.
Well, the 1 tower down, the second's about to join him. Alan Newman, you got to get out of dodge, bro, because you're not looking so healthy. He does a little bit of a dash forward, but Kent Eric there in the back. That punt coming back to actually haunt now Abathur, so the Dragon Knight is going to be done. Paul's going to be looking for the kill, does grab it there with the blade and the spin, and it's going to be up to him now to try to get out of that one. Yep, there we go. He's able to get out again with another blink. Time warp does go down from red side Tassadar, but it's not going to be enough to pick him up, but still, damage was done, sir.
Red team's super low on mana right here. They cannot fight this as blue cannot pick up any kills in their retreat.
Yeah, not at all.
A great push for red, though. They got some great damage on that middle towers, and they're probably just going to wait it out for the next Dragon Knight.
Well, at this point, it's their positioning game, so they already have that damage there in the mid. We're going to have to see what kind of rotating ganks we can get. As you can see, a few of those siege minions are already going to be dropping here from blue, and that's the red side minions as well. So red needs to kind of counter this out. They're going to have some siege minions knocking at their door.
Falstad's flying in. They want to contest this, but Blue picks it up. Can they escape with their lives, though?
Abathur's going to infest the Elite Tauren Chieftain. Hodgson in the front. Tyrael, not exactly the squishy of his targets. We do got that time work going down, but no, it does not look like Red can actually counter that. Side note, the Siege Minions off to the right don't even go to lane. They're just going right behind the tower for some damage. As we see, still Blue going to be condensing down here, just trying to take out somebody. Elite Tauren Chieftain still getting the double shields, not only from Tassadar, but Abathur. You can see the spikes being shot out there as well, but it does not look like a kill will go either way.
That was a really extended fight for almost nothing. They got a little bit of damage from the siege golems that are just taking pot shots at the town from the back.
That seems OP to me, Squishy. Take the enemy siege minions, go right around the walls. Why build walls then?
Well, I mean, I guess they're supposed to be protected from the front. There's always the back door. They have to backdoor somehow in this game.
The weakness of every MOBA, the back door.
Very true. Red, they're not looking so healthy, and the shrines have just respawned as Falstad also drops. Blue has a power play here to pick up both shrines and the Dragon Knight potentially.
Potentially is the word. Stitches up there with the hook, though, can really do some damage, and we've been stacking toxic nests down here. You can see another one pop up there in the brush there from Abathur. He can place them anywhere on the map when he does talent it out. And again, Stitches in the top with that hook just takes Blue right out of that equation. Vala's going to come back into here, but we do get the infest on top of Stitches, and we've at least delayed that shrine. It does look like actually Blue will pick up both.
Yeah, and now the fight in the middle. Blue has to channel on that Dragon Knight for a couple seconds uninterrupted in order to capture the Dragon Shrine, and Red's just not allowing that to happen right now.
Not at all. That big beefy Stitches up there able to just wrench it back to his side. Red now is going to be controlling both of these. Now, last time we had Abathur deep tunnel in to try to take this, and he became the Dragon Knight, which I thought was a really good strategy because he's not going to be a body in lanes anyways. He becomes that extra body in the fights. Right now, though, Red does not have position here to grab the Dragon Knight, but they still do retain both shrines.
Yeah, it's technically a 3v3 with the Abathur there, although his body is technically not able to capture it, but ETC is getting pretty low, but Falstad's coming in from the bottom lane.
Looks like Ku up top, the Vala, the Demon Hunter, is not going to be able to repel the might of Stitches, as here comes that Falstad looking for the kill. Blue team, Vala does drop off screen. Daybringer now just trying to keep Red at bay, but it looks like maybe Tassadar is going to be coming. There we go. The timer is set, and the Dragon Knight has returned.
Yeah, that's the second Dragon Knight for Red. Falstad using his passive to just fly over and pick up that kill. And the Dragon Knight just a little indecisive where he wants to go right now. Yeah, that Falstad only mount mechanic, as you can see there, can definitely gain you some positioning. They're going to go straight back through the mid with the Dragon Knight again. Very common choice. It does spawn right there. No towers. Well, maybe not so many towers anymore. That Dragon Knight, again, just making big work. Stitches, again, he was able to get that Vala top with those siege minions. So not only are they losing position Blue in the mid, but at the top as well. The Stitches is actually working out pretty big for them up top. He's landing the hooks, he's getting massive damage on the squishies, and the Dragon Knight's just rotating top to take out what Stitches is already broken down.
We just saw the aerial blitzkrieg from Zach. Did not actually hit anything. Here comes the Dragon Knight looking for a punt. Did he punt a Banshee? Not entirely too sure, but the Void Prison in the back there from Zeratul, just keeping him in place. He saw the stage dive come out as well from the Elite Tauren Chieftain, but he does pay for his life with it. Kent Eric there in the back. Tassadar just looking to stay alive as Blue is looking in good form to repel, finally, this Red Assault.
Yeah, I don't think Matt, the Tassadar, was looking at the timer at the very top. When you're in the Dragon Knight, you only have 60 seconds, or until the Dragon Knight's health bar depletes, and the time ran out, and he was in the middle of 5 people.
Yeah, positioning is very key when it comes to these big objectives. When you become the Dragon Knight, you just gotta really make sure your team is with you and you got that positioning. Otherwise, you drop like the Falstad, as we saw. Falstad made the best of the bad situation, though. He took Vala with him, so 3-on-1. They still trades it out, 1 kill apiece. Pretty good stuff, Falstad.
Yeah, it's level 11 to 12, so Red with the advantage, also having 2 Dragon Knights, and the next one should be spawning fairly shortly, and it looks like they're just going to take some mercenary camps in the meantime.
I have to question a little bit about the validity of Tassadar soloing these, but they cannot break that shield. Shields for days. So I guess slow and steady will win the race there. You can see Elite Torn Chieftain here in the mid, just going to clean up some of these creeps. But yeah, other than just Stitches in the top, little passive for the rest of red. But towers are down, forts are down, and that second one is about to drop as well.
Yeah, Stitches has just been left alone in the top the entire game as an engagement on this mercenary camp. Falstad gets caught out, and oh, he gets taken down.
Threw down the aerial blitzkrieg at the end of it before he went down. But you also saw the force wall there just trying to keep Ku alive. We do got the Abathur stabby, shieldy happening. Here comes Jay Hodgson just trying to keep him at bay. Raiders make an appearance. Daybringer going to be able to just amplify his auto attacks a little bit more. Another force wall comes out. Elite Torn Chieftain could be in some trouble, but he stage dives to safety.
He was taking 4 people right there. That was a lot of ultimates and cooldowns blown on him. And Stitches finally leaves that top lane and comes down to help in the mid.
Yeah, would have been a little bit better had you not come up late to the party, Stitches. But ooh, killing spree off camera. It does look like Tassadar has dropped. But still, Siege Minions, Tassadar made his mark. Those towers in the bottom are not going to be living too long. Blue not looking so healthy here. Zac off to the side. Daybringer has to deal on the right-hand side as well with the double combo. And Daybringer, if he runs into Zac, that could be disastrous.
He might. He's kind of out of position, but there's a lot of low health bars here as Falstad wants to go in.
Well, Storm hammering and hammering. That's going to be it for the double kill. My goodness.
He's going to sacrifice his life, but a 2-for-1 trade, and ETC might be able to take up Raynor, but he's still in a 2v1, 2v2 now with Abathur.
Ultimate Evolution comes in. Now it's double the fun, double the pleasure. 2 Rock God. Stitches throws Daybringer out of the fight, and now it is going to be a 2-on-2 there on that bridge. Tyrael in the back just trying to keep the Rock God at bay. Paul is actually invisible right now.
Yeah, these 2 ETCs just kind of chasing. Stitches comes back. He wants to get this
hook.
Misses the hook.
Yeah. Doesn't quite land it, unfortunately. These Siege Minions are still doing work. Did they clear the entire bottom fort? This entire time?
Did.
Oh my goodness, such advantage. And the Dragon Knight again with another appearance. 3-0 here for red. Blue now going to be scattering right back to those towers. Dragon Knight gives no cares.
Charges right in there. Nothing to punt that time. Raiders popped. And looks like the engagement, Blue has to hold these towers if they want to survive any longer in this game.
Daybringer, oh, that fish hook! That fishing hook! Really bringing Daybringer all the way to the back. That's not where you want to be putting your damage. Hodgson in the front there with Tyrael. He's going to drop really low, but another Void Prison and Time Rift from the Tassadar Zeratul StarCraft combo. There goes the Force Walls again, just trying to delay this Dragon Knight. He has 15 seconds left on the clock, but the blue team is dropping like flies. Paul in the back, real low hit points. Kent Eric going to come up fourth, but it's just another Time Rift, and I don't think blue can repel this.
I don't think they can either. There's 2 dead. There's 10 seconds left. They're definitely going to take this forward as Tassadar almost goes down in that fight. Vala ultimate just popped there as well, and the fort does go down. Oh my
gosh, those Siege Minions were still doing work in the bottom lane. Paul in the back finally picking up a double kill. He can definitely still do the damage, if not the hit points. Matt, oh, what are you doing, Raynor? Penetrating shot just pushes Matt to safety, and now Hodgson is not collapsing on top of this Tassadar. I guess he has the more tankies in mind. Yeah, he's just going to throw forward the Punishing Blade, and the blue team's not going to walk away with anything out of that.
Well, they did pick up 2 after an overextension by red, and Stitches with another hooks Tyrael right into the towers, but he's pretty tanky by this point.
Yeah. Hand of Providence, I want to say. Hand of Sanctuary, something. He has a shield. He's going to be all right. He is fairly tanky himself. Tyrael, a bit more of a damage-oriented tank, but not a tank whatsoever. Is going to be Daybringer. The adrenaline rush does spike, but it's. What are you going to do, Raynor? What are you going to do?
Stitches is on point with his, pretty on point with his hooks this game.
It's missed one that I've seen, one on camera. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
No.
And it looks like he's talented in the extra range from what it looked like.
That's what the fishing hook was. Fishing hook is a 5 extra range as a tier 6 talent. They have now pot level 17, which means they do have access to those. You can see Berserk actually here on Falstad if you take a quick look at the bottom.
Right.
But Alan Newman with those locusts just pushing up that top while he's still helping out those team fights.
Yeah, those siege giants in the bottom lasted so long that the camp respawned by the time they died, and Tassadar has now captured both of the bottom siege golem camps. That's going to be a massive push in this battle lane, as we can see starting here.
Tassadar's play has been pretty on point as well. We talk a lot about Nazeeba and pusher feed, but Tassadar, man, doing good stuff. You can see the Mecha Tassadar there up against the Twilight Messiah. Matt is going to be trying his best to get those auto attacks out. Ku going to be forced back a little bit. Rain of Vengeance and Rainer's Raiders again coming out. But these are some tanky red team characters, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be able to get out of that one. Zach takes the top, and it does look like Blue will at least contest the bottom. So not going to be a Dragon Knight quite yet.
Tassadar, I think, engaged that fight a little prematurely. He was 1v4 for quite a lot of time before ETC and the Abathur clone came in. But it looks like Blue Team's palace is under attack, probably by the cannon minions that spawned from the middle keep going down.
Red now going to be trying to contest this bottom shrine, and I have confidence that they're going to grab this one. Kent Eric phase shifts out of existence, but it only delays the inevitable Alan Newman on that Abathur, still spawning out a lot of those locusts. Daybreaker goes to contest the mid, but Zach just flies on in with that passive, and Daybreaker has no chance. Make your time.
A beautiful ultimate to stun Rainer there. Looks like they're going to get this. No, Zeratul comes in, freezes Zach up right on top of the couch point. He may be able to get a kill here. Maybe. No,
Elite Torn Chieftain with the interference call does push Paul back. 2-on-1 with Tyrael there. Here comes Vala, but from the back, Matt comes on up with the hook as well from Stitches, and now it does look like Falstead will become the Dragon Knight for the 3-0 Knights in favor of Red. This could be endgame right here.
Yeah, I think those siege giants were taking down Abathur a little close to the action here. I think he might have been just seen there, but they really don't care. They need to protect their palace.
Yeah, Ku's going to actually force him out, but that means that Ku is not defending this fort. We got one fort left here, ladies and gentlemen, but you can see the Dragon Knight goes right in. Kent Eric has to phase shift back out of this one. Here comes the Rainers. Here comes Ku as well. Vala with the Rain of Vengeance, but not really landing any damage on that Dragon Knight. The palace is dropping fairly quickly. Force wall does go up, but again, they're forcing on the heroes and not the Knight. And good game, well played. Level 19 to 17. Not that different in kills, but Red virtually flawless forts out of that one.
Flawless forts, flawless dragon control. They control that objective amazingly throughout the entire game.
Absolutely stunning victory. Hey, tooltips actually show up on the screen. That's fun. Yeah, absolutely stunning. Like, again, Tassadar support on both sides. Both played really well. You saw both ultimates out there as well. We saw the Twilight Messiah where he kind of became like an Archon, and then we also saw the Force Walls being used to just try to section off enemies for the kill. But Red Team, man, Abathur, man, like, has he lost yet?
I don't think he has. But I think one of the major factors to Red Team's success was the hooks in this game. They were 100% on point. And he had some great ones, especially in the top lane.
It was some really good synergy overall. Now, in the previous Dragon Shire cast, we saw the synergy of Gazlo. And Gazlo camping out points, really ensuring that people weren't able to take them from his team. We saw similarities here in terms of that kind of strategy. We saw Stitches guarding the top with hooks. He was able to almost every time hook someone out of that and deny them that shrine. We also saw Abathur's toxic nests being built up repeatedly on the bottom bush. So if anybody went to try to contest it, all of a sudden they lose 80% hit points. And again, just really good strategy thinking here from Red.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Teemo's mushrooms from League of Legends. How annoying those might be. Like, just walk into a bush and
Abathur going to be the Teemo?
I kind of, I guess. I mean, if you find him, he literally blows up. I mean, Vala caught him, probably did 2 auto attacks, and he was down to a little bit of health.
I think the only death Abathur actually had was when he was the Dragon Knight. Which, again, I think was, again, another next-level strategy for this map. The guy that's never there becomes the Dragon Knight, is all of a sudden there? Amazing stuff, man. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Squishei, for joining me here on this cast. This is the entry for you, so you think you can cast. Hopefully we'll see it up there on the community roundup. Where can people find you out there if they liked what they heard?
You can find me at Squishei, that's SQUISHEI on Twitter, Twitch.
Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it.
All right, and of course, I've been the FourCourtJester, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook /FourCourtJester. We are eagerly awaiting the next Heroes entry, and hopefully they won't keep it too long from us here, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a pleasure, Squishei. We'll catch you guys later.